piece of bowling from Waqar Younis.
Bowling. Waqar's back. Great bowling by Waqar Younis. Short ball, quick ball, might be out, is it? Oh, beautiful bowls. Pakistan are celebrated.
All over for him straight away. A superb Yorker swinging into Trescothic from Waqar.
I've never had any coaching or anybody told me that do this and do that. Nobody has ever taught me that, and it's just so natural, and it just came to me, and I'm probably lucky enough.
Pakistan's good fortune was terrible luck for batsmen the world over, as Waqar Younis unleashed his pioneering approach to reverse swing. Others may have swung it more, but no one swung it faster or with such destructive intent and deadly accuracy.
I think the best exponent of reverse swing I've seen, and the most dangerous, most lethal, would be Waqar Younis, I think, at the death. And he's probably the guy that everyone tended to sit up and take notice of and really realise that this is such a huge weapon.
You don't really see many bowlers who can bowl with my sort of action, with slingy action, and bowl the ball and sort of swings very late. And I was once again lucky enough to have that sort of action. I started doing it in my school and college. That's where I learned it. But I didn't know when I walk into the Pakistan team, there will be Imran Khan, Wasim Akram. They'll be already master of that. And I was lucky that okay, I know something, and they are good in it. And then I learned, and I picked it up from them. And how to bowl it. I knew how to bowl it, but where to bowl it is a different story. And that's what I've learned from Imran and Wasim.
He was naturally gifted. Pace, brilliant action, and good line and control.
Naturally, he's got action like slingy action. He had that slingy action, which is his go round arm, and he used to bowl with the stump, very close to the stump, and he used to aim on 5th to 6th stump and outside the off stump, and ball used to end up in the leg stump. Just amazing, the idea of reverse swing.
First, I have to run in and I have to feel good. You know, when I'm feeling good in my running, because I know people say that, oh, the long run up, I should have cut it down. You know, I would have played maybe another year or two. No, I don't agree with that, because my run-up was my bowling basically. When I used to get into a groove, when I used to get into the rhythm, that's where I was good at. And I used to aim, when I used to swing it in, you used to aim maybe 6 inches outside the off stump, because I knew exactly how much the ball was going to swing, and that's where I used to aim.
I asked him lots of times. I said, we used to call him Vicky. I said, Vicky, tell me one thing. Why do you have to aim for 5th or 6th stump? He said, look, the amount of reverse swing I'll get, the amount of late swing you can get, as long as you can throw the ball outside the off stump, very wide. I said, but why? He said, because the ball reverse swing means is the ball get very late swing. That's why people are going to get deceived. Not with the pace, they're going to deceive with my late swing. And I said, amazingly, so why do you have to aim 5th and 6th stump then? He said, because then I'll get more control on my line length. I don't want to waste my energy to ball should go down the leg every time. If I bowl 5 Yorkers, 6 Yorkers, I make sure all of them they finish in the stump.
Waqar Younis' record of getting 5 wickets is phenomenal, because when the ball reverse swings, if you're in, you've got a chance of surviving. If suddenly you lose a wicket and a new batsman comes in and it starts reverse swinging, darting in late at the pace they bowled, 90 mile an hour, remember, then it's very difficult, and that's the reason they picked up 5ers a lot.
You can be effective with the normal high arm action, but to be more effective, to get more wickets, I think you need more slingy and side-on action. If you look at my footage, go back into 92 or 96 or 94, you'll see that I was in my later career, I was coming very close to the wickets and trying to swing that ball, which I don't think any of these cricketers understand what I mean. You come close to the wicket, you always deceive a batsman. And that's where Simon Jones is good and Darren Gough was good. Darren Gough really comes close to the wicket.
The art, absolutely art. I can throw that ball, same ball, which is Waqar reverse swinging, to any bowler in the on that time. Nobody used to bowl reverse swing like him. Why? That is the art. He spent time on that ball, and that's why, you know, like, he was great on that.
Once I asked Waqar Younis, please give me an old ball and tell me how it is done. And it was impossible really to reverse it. I mean, you know, it had to be a slinging action at certain pace, line and direction. I mean, you've got to have it all.
Doesn't mean that you have to scratch the ball. You have to look after the ball, keep it clean, keep it dry, which I still don't think some of the guys does it, and that's why they probably struggle to reverse it probably more what we used to do.
Honestly, he used to look after the ball a lot, in a sense of throwing a ball on a rough side, you know, like of mud on a wicket where the ball can get drier quickly, and he used to tell his teammates, got to look after the dry side. That's all I know.
You don't want some bowler like Saklan Mushtaq came into Pakistan side. He used to go. We stopped him. I said, if you do this again, we'll kill you, me and Waqar. Because he used to, you know, the both sides used to get soft. We needed one side rough. So these little details, the team has to be passed on, you know, and they should know. One bounce throw, if it's a dry, if it's a rough wicket, not on a grassy square wicket. If it's a rough wicket, brown wicket, yeah, one bounce throw will work there. It can work there.
We used to keep it dry. If you take the footage and have a look at the way we used to hold the ball, we never used to put our palm on the ball. We used to keep our fingers crossed and just, you know, shine it like this rather than putting your hand, because your sweaty hands can make it wet and it doesn't really swing once it's wet.
What they were capable of doing with a roughed up ball was a talent and a skill, and I say it was amazing to watch them. Imran had recommended him to Ian Gregg, who was captain of Surrey at the time. He came down, bowled in the nets, and inside the first 5 minutes you could tell that this bloke had pace. He then went up to Old Trafford for a Benson Hedges possible quarter-final against Lancashire. Bowled some quick deliveries but was a little bit erratic. But after that he'd settled in, as I say, was fantastic.
I really enjoyed it. I know every cricketer you ask, they say it's a bit too much, you know, it's for a youngster, I think it's a great learning curve. And this is exactly what happened with me. I went there and very raw, very young, wanted to do well, wanted to just play, simple as this. And this is exactly what county cricket gives you.
He was very fast, and after spending, I think, a year with Surrey, he became a different bowler altogether. He picked up 90-odd wickets in that season, I remember. And he impressed everyone when he came on board to play international cricket. Reverse swing, lethal Yorkers, and there was more about Waqar Younis, probably because he was a genuine fast bowler. Wasim Akram you could categorize as an all-rounder. And by that time, Wasim had lost a bit of pace. Not his nip, but you know, if you were comparing him with Waqar, Waqar was clearly more pacey than Wasim Akram.
We were lucky that he came to us at a youngish age.